If you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in running your print-on-demand business more efficiently. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a brand new feature inside MyDesigns that lets you create personalized patterns using their canvas tool and apply that design to any product in Printify's catalog and then publish it to Etsy in minutes. It's not theoretical. There are listings generating over 800 sales a month using exactly what I'm about to show you. This video is for people who already understand print on demand and want to stop doing everything one product at a time. If you're at the point where you're creating designs manually, writing titles and tags manually, generating mockups manually, and publishing listings one by one, then this video is gonna make a lot of sense because I've got some shortcuts to show you. This is about operating your print-on-demand business like a system, not like a series of repetitive tasks. One of the biggest bottlenecks in print-on-demand is not ideas, it's execution. When you're manually handling designs, SEO, mockups, and publishing, it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't scale. And at a certain point, speed and consistency matter more than creativity, especially when you want this to replace a full-time income. That's where automation tools become essential. And that's why I want to talk to you about MyDesigns specifically, because it's like an all-in-one solution for your print-on-demand business's back end. MyDesigns is a tool that helps automate the bulk side of print-on-demand. You can do things like create designs in bulk, handle SEO for titles, tags, descriptions, all in bulk, generate mockups in bulk, up to 120 at a time. You can publish products in bulk, and the key part is that it integrates directly with Printify now, so fulfillment stays automated on the back end, meaning you can manage your orders in your Printify account just like you would if you were to manually publish from Printify, which I'm guessing some of you guys are probably doing right now. So today I want to focus on one specific new feature inside MyDesigns, but I am going to show you how it integrates with the full suite of features inside the tool. So let's get to it. So I'm here in MyDesigns. I've got a new collection. It's a blank slate. As you can see here, it is empty, but we're going to change that. First, I want to show you what inspired me to make this video. So I came over here to Etsy and I typed into the search bar, newborn gift personalized. Now you can type whatever you want into the search bar. I'm just showing you what inspired this video. So I gave it a quick scroll, and right away I noticed this baby blanket here that is a bestseller. It's doing 827 sales a month. It's generated over 1,300 sales and over 86,000 views in 2 months. You guys see these statistics up here? By the way, the reason I can see those is because I use the Everbee Chrome extension, which is great for Etsy research. But no matter how you stretch this or how you see this, this is a winning listing, all right? This one is a winner. And Etsy's telling you as much because it's tagged as a bestseller. So this is what inspired this video. I think many print-on-demand sellers get a little bit intimidated by selling personalized designs like this because maybe they either don't want to put in the work because they maybe think it's going to be a lot of work, or they don't know how to execute it. And I'm going to cater to you if that's you, because it is not hard to do in MyDesigns. And back over here in MyDesigns, I'm gonna go ahead and click canvas. And then what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna look for a template for the specific product I had in mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type in Arctic, all right? Because I'm gonna look for the Arctic fleece blanket. And by the way, the reason you do this is so that it optimizes our canvas to the right dimensions that we need so that the printer, if our product should sell, can actually print it, all right? So go ahead and just type in whatever product you have in mind that you wanna sell. I'm gonna go ahead with the Arctic fleece blanket, and I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and then click district photo, and then click front. So now this is optimized to the right dimensions we need. The next thing I want to do is change the background color to something similar to what we saw in that blanket that we're using as inspiration. All right, after that, I want to add some text. So I'm going to go ahead and click rich text, then I'm going to click add text. Now, I'm not looking to like clone this listing by any stretch, but it doesn't need to be any harder than it needs to be. So it says Amelia Rose. I'm gonna go ahead and just type in Amelia Rose. And if you think that makes it a little bit too obvious, you can go ahead and come up with a different name. If I was actually publishing this to my Etsy shop, I'd come up with a different name, honestly. But all right, so I typed Amelia Rose first. I'm gonna change the text color from black to white. I think it looks a little bit better. Then I'm gonna change the font. So I'm gonna go with a, let's look at what they did. They had a non-script font and then a script font. So first we'll do the script font. How about we try Lily Script 1 as the script font. I'm gonna widen it so that it's all on one line. Then I might make it just a little bit smaller as well. Just resize the corner a little bit, make it just a little bit smaller there. Okay, then I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna align it about 50%. The cool thing is MyDesigns has this snap feature, and then I'm gonna change the font, and I'm gonna go with Amatic SC Regular. It's a font that I've used in the past at times. I might make it a little bit bigger to kind of match the piece of text above, keep it kind of in line with each other, something like that. All right. That looks great to me. And what I want to show you now in MyDesigns, this new enhancement they recently released, is I can select both by just dragging and dropping a box around them using the left click of my mouse. Then I can right click and group them. Now that they're grouped, check this out. All I have to do is use this pattern repeat button hanging out up here, click pattern repeat, and then click enable pattern repeat. Now it's far from perfect, but it did exactly what it sounded like it would do. It's now in a repeating pattern. I'm going to increase the vertical spacing, and I like how it looks. I could honestly maybe reduce the horizontal spacing down some as well. Maybe reduce the vertical spacing. You can kind of play around with it to what you think looks best. But that's basically all it takes, guys. I mean, it's this simple to get started. Now, I also want to show you that we can make it even better, perhaps, than what you see here in the listing we're using for inspiration. What if I turn off the pattern repeat, and I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these really quickly. Then I'm going to click elements on the left-hand side, and I'm just gonna type in like heart, you know, and we'll look for a heart somewhere, just a simple heart graphic. You get access to all of these different vector graphics here in MyDesigns. Maybe we go with something like this. Okay, I'm gonna size it down, and I'm gonna go do something like that. I'm gonna duplicate it and then put it up here as well. You gotta give it a little bit of space for when we actually have these patterns repeating. So something like that. This should look good. And again, you can always adjust it using what I just showed you as necessary if you don't like the outcome. Now I'm gonna group these, then I'm gonna pattern repeat it again, maybe increase the vertical spacing. I think that looks pretty darn good, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I was able to do this in minutes. And honestly, the more you do it, the faster and easier it becomes. All right. So what I'm going to do now is in the top right corner, click save to collection. I'm just going to go ahead and name it. So we'll name it design. Actually, you know what? I almost forgot. We got to turn the background off. So over here where we set the background color, I'm going to click the eye, turn off the background. Then I'm going to save to collection. I could just call it pattern. I'll save it as editable. And then I'm going to hit create new listing. And what it's going to do is save this as the base design. Okay. You can see it right there. And just to show you guys, I'm not going to go through the full publishing process. I've done that in previous MyDesigns videos, but once you've integrated Etsy or Shopify with MyDesigns, you can publish this easily straight to your shop using the publish button up there in the top right corner. But first I want to show you mockups. So over here on that left-hand navigation, I'm going to click the t-shirt, go to mockups, and then go to image mockups. And I just want to show you, if I type in, Arctic here for the Arctic blanket, I'm just going to click that first mockup that they've got here. For the blanket color, I might just go ahead and use one of their, pre-made background colors. It's feeding in the design that we just made, okay? That's stored in that first main file design slot. And here behind me, you can see the mockup preview. And if you like what you see, guys, you can literally just save that as a mockup by clicking the generate mockups button here in the bottom right corner. Okay, so I hit generate mockup and it is going to do just that. Now, I'm doing this as a one-off. The thing you need to understand about MyDesigns is you can do this in bulk up to 120 designs at a time, meaning you can generate mockups up to 120 different designs at a time. You can actually generate mockups in bulk as well. So check this out. If I want to see the mockup here, I just click it and it pulls in the mockup view right there. And when I push this to Etsy, I can create as many mockups as I want. I can create video mockups. It doesn't get much better than this here in MyDesigns. But wait, there's one other thing I need to show you that is right in line with what we're talking about in this video, and that is Dream AI is where MyDesigns has all of their AI image generator tools integrated. Now I want to show you up here under model, they've got Nano Banana Pro, Ideogram, Image Gen, Recraft, Flux, Seedream, GPT. They've got it all, guys. What I want to show you is Recraft V3. After you select that, click the style and go to illustration seamless. This is going to do exactly what it sounds like. You put your prompt in here and it will generate a seamless output. So the example I want to show you, I've actually already generated here behind me. It's a watercolor art portrait of a Labrador retriever with a black stroke effect around the dog, white background. My goal is to create a seamless pattern where the image repeats multiple times. Okay, this was the output. So all I need to do is select it, then go to save to listings up there in the top right corner. And what I'm going to do is leave the default settings and hit save to listings. And then we can go back over to listings and we should see it right here. Actually, I had a couple other ones selected as well that I didn't realize I had them selected. I'm going to go ahead with the Recraft seamless image, which is in that first spot. I'm going to select it and I'm going to unselect the Amelia Rose first example. And I just want to show you guys, well, we can go back into the canvas here. And let's say we want to do wrapping paper. So I'm going to go ahead and type in wrapping paper and I will go ahead and just select default Printify's choice. And now what I'm going to do, I've got the canvas set to the right size, the right dimensions. I'm going to go to designs and I'm gonna find our recraft output right here. And what I can now do is basically resize it as I see fit, and I can go ahead and click pattern repeat. Now, before we did this, we were messing with the vertical and horizontal spacing. I don't think we should do that. If anything, maybe just set it to -1, but I wouldn't want to get much more cute than that. And the reason I can kind of show you is if you do notice, it just leaves those gaps because it's already optimized to be a seamless pattern. The cool thing is I can just kind of change it in real time and get a real-time preview of what this is going to look like with the final product, because this is optimized at the dimensions that the wrapping paper is going to print at. Then when I think it looks good, I can save the design, that's going to go on the wrapping paper. I'm going to go ahead and create a new listing with this output. And before I wrap the video, I just want to show you what it looks like in MyDesigns mockups for wrapping paper that, by the way, already exists. So you don't have to go through the trouble of finding your own mockups, maybe paying for them on Etsy as many people do. MyDesigns already has these in existence for us. Now it's taking a second to create this new listing because of the size of the output, right? Because what it's going to end up ultimately printing is rather large. So that was kind of reflected here. So I've got the output here. You can see the patterned version of the initial dog face right here in the second slot. So I select it, and then I'm going to go to mockups and image mockups. In the search feature, I'm going to type in wrapping for wrapping paper. And how about we go with the Christmassy version? I'll set the wrapping paper. Actually, the wrapping paper color won't matter because we have a solid background. You can see here that the input file is set to our repeating pattern, and boom, we've got a mockup that looks great with our repeating pattern. Now, it's not just like a flat mockup meant to show the whole sheet of wrapping paper. So it's not going to show like every single square of the repeating dog image, but that's it. And if you like what you see, you can save that to your mockups and you're one step closer to publishing. By the way, the other thing I would show you really quickly is if you switch the view to list view, it can generate your title, your tags, your description for you within, seconds using Vision AI. So all you need to do is select all of your listings up there in the top left corner, then click the Vision AI eyeball icon. And you can see here, it's going to base how it does your SEO on that input file slot, the default one. But if you want to change that, you can select your product type. So in this case, you wouldn't want to mix product types. Like for instance, I might go ahead and say blanket, and then I can go ahead and by default, it's going to optimize for Etsy. It's got a different models here. So 1, 1.5, 2.5, I'll go to MD3. And then by default, it's going to do the title, the description, and the tags. All I have to do is click generate listing data, give it a little bit of time, and before you know it, it will generate the SEO for us. There we go. It took about 30 seconds, but we've got our title done. We've got our description done. We've got, most importantly, I would say, our tags done, because I don't know about you guys, but the 20 character limit in Etsy makes doing the tags feel like it takes forever. So let's go to this second listing right here. Watercolor dog blanket, golden Labrador portrait, detailed artistic design description. This unique blanket features a detailed watercolor portrait of a golden Labrador. The artistic design captures the breed's intelligence and gentle nature, a beautiful addition to any dog lover's home. And then you would go ahead and you would enable personalization, obviously, and you would have somebody describe what maybe their dog looks like. Now that's a door you can choose whether or not you want to open, but I did want to show you guys that you can do that using Dream AI in addition to the simple text-based designs. Now this one seems simple probably, now that I've shown you how to do the repeating seamless pattern designs using AI. And then tags, golden Labrador art, dog portrait, watercolor blanket, pet lover, artistic design, unique home decor, animal blanket, dog breed art, detailed artwork, canine design, dog breed blanket, Labrador retriever, and pet art. And if you don't like any of the tags, you simply click to remove it, and then you can go ahead and add your own tag right there, just as you saw me do. Even though you're publishing products through MyDesigns, fulfillment still runs through Printify. I may have skipped that part, but you can integrate Printify directly with MyDesigns. This means no inventory, orders are produced automatically, and shipping is handled for you. So you can go here and type in Arctic and find that Arctic fleece blanket that we just listed for sale through MyDesigns. So you're not adding more complexity to your business. You're simplifying the front end and keeping the back end fully automated. This is exactly what you want when you're scaling your print-on-demand business. And with the Printify integration, it's never been easier. This workflow is ideal for sellers who already know what they're doing and want to operate at scale. If your goal is to run a print-on-demand business in bulk, where you publish large numbers of listings efficiently and maintain consistency across products while saving time without sacrificing quality, this kind of setup makes a lot of sense. It's about efficiency, control, and leverage, not cutting corners. If operating your print-on-demand business efficiently matters to you, tools like MyDesigns are worth paying attention to. They've really amazed me with how far they come since they first came to market, and it's only getting better. So I'll drop my link below if you want to check it out. And make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be dropping more videos about MyDesigns that are going to help you scale your print-on-demand the smart way in the future. So guys, I'll see you at the next video.